If one more person says, hey, how come you can't afford that? You won the reality house. I'm gonna lose it. Hey, Grandma. It's Grandma. Yeah. Christmas?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. You know why these bitches love me?
Why?
Because baby don't give a f. What'd you do? They sucking on my weed.
Whoa, it's Christmas, dude.
It's TikTok season, baby. You're wondering why there's white clothes. We're doing a Christmas special for you guys.
Merry Christmas.
It is now, the 7:44.
December 44th.
Huh? December 24th. Me and Crawford are going to be spending Christmas together because his flight's not till 4 a.m.
4 a.m. baby. So technically, it's going to be Christmas. I'm going to be with my
It's our first Christmas together! Woo!
This video's a mess. Yo, everybody else left in the house. I don't actually technically live here, but I pretty much do.
Is that my yam under here?
All Corey's roommates left. It's just Hamlet, me, and Corey.
You know why? Because baby don't give a f.
Really don't. So yeah, this is a Christmas special. Honestly, this is a mukbang, okay?
It's a mukbang.
But instead of a mukbang,
it's a drink game.
We're drinking a lot of water. This is basically, if you've never had one of these,
if you want to get hydrated, you have this.
It's basically sparkling water. Okay, and that's all we're drinking tonight.
And we have no plan for this video. We're just gonna sit down and talk.
Crack one bad boy open.
Let's talk about the future of the CNC channel. This is our last video.
Last video ever.
Last video of the decade. 2019, guys. We're coming back in 2020.
We're coming back, baby.
Last video of the decade, though.
Also, I don't like Corey.
Last video of the decade, though. Last video of the decade.
Can we talk about how I got a tweet? I forget who tweeted it. I could probably put it up on the screen, or Chris will, if whoever's editing this. Chris is the best editor.
What's up, Chris?
Also, shout out to Chris.
I'm with your brother in Christmas. You jealous?
Real one.
Baby,
I'm gonna see him tomorrow. But one of you guys tweeted me like, hey, why don't you release a blooper video, like of all the bloopers from your videos? And I tweeted back, I was like, our whole video is basically a blooper reel.
We take out the most important parts, and it's just blooper reels.
Literally, our whole video is bloopers. So I don't know what you guys want from us.
The CNC channel has come back strong. We're probably going to release the end of the podcast of all the ones we did this year that we didn't release, and it'll start brand new 2020.
Corey, tell them how many podcasts we filmed.
We filmed at least 5.
We filmed 5.
No, we filmed 8.
Okay, tell them now how many did you lose the footage for?
2.
No, I think it was 3.
2.
You lost the JC footage twice.
We're counting that as 1.
You lost the JC footage twice. And then we had another really good one with our homie.
Oh, I got the tattoo.
And then we got a tattoo live on the podcast that you're never gonna see because there's no video. Corey lost it.
Do you know why? Because baby don't give a
So yeah, but hey, moving into 2020. We
got big things coming. We don't have it planned, but we have big things coming. We have a series idea that we've been trying to get together. It's been very hard for us. Mostly because Crawford just doesn't respond to my text messages.
No, dude, don't.
Let's air it out the decade. Let's leave the laziness in the past. It's the roaring 20s.
Not laziness.
You know why we're drinking? Because it's gonna be the roaring 20s.
Because baby don't give a f.
It's gonna be the roaring 20s. So that means it is our Leonardo DiCaprio years of The Great Gatsby, and we're throwing parties every day that ends in Y, baby.
Every day.
We don't care about it. Hey,
spoiler alert. Every day ends in Y.
Exactly. 2020 is the year of no livers because we're getting rid of them.
I don't want to promote that.
I'm just kidding.
Don't drink. Basically, this is a service announcement. You ever seen the commercial where the kids like melted into the couch like a piece of paper? It's like don't do drugs.
What?
You ever seen that?
No.
It's like the government made it. It's like a video of a kid who's like melted into the couch, and he's like paper thin. And it's like don't smoke marijuana.
This is the way it's been since she started smoking pot. She's all lazy and boring and...
So what we're doing is that, but drinking edition. You'll end up like us if you drink, so please don't do it.
Everybody's like, yeah, we want to end up like Crawford. They look at me like, baby don't give a fuck. Okay, so basically that is our plan. 2020 of the series is going to come out. We have the podcast that's going to be renewed. We say all this shit now, but in fact, you can believe us when it does happen because I am so 50-50 on it.
Videos. We have podcasts. We have more videos. We have series. We have clothing. We have...
You're just going the same... You just can't go any further than that.
Yeah.
I can help you out.
Videos.
Creative myth.
Grandma.
But 2020, we might be moving in together.
Yeah, we
Possibly.
might be. We'll see.
It's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
We just have to catch
basically
it.
all Corey's roommates hate him.
Yeah, because Crawford's always on my couch.
So, yeah, videos.
I want to know, what is your favorite memory of this decade? 9 years gone by, what's your favorite
My
memory?
favorite memory of the decade? Damn.
I've got mine. You want me to go first? What do you think?
Yeah, you go first.
My favorite memory was moving to America and meeting such amazing people. I don't think I'd be anywhere today without the group of friends that I have around me. Even though in videos they might seem like f***ing assholes. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Keen and JC. But we're good. I still love you guys. All right. We're leaving hating Corey in this decade. Okay. In the 2020, we actually decently like him. Not too much, but we can we can put up with him in 2020. And the new decade.
Dude, I didn't sign up for that.
That's my new slogan. I'm running for president. 2020. He's okay.
He's not bad.
Might do the job well.
Please vote for Corey LeBerry for president. He's not bad.
He's not. That's my slogan.
He could be worse. You know.
That's gonna be dude. My new Insta bio. Underappreciated. Plus, I'm not half bad.
Not half bad.
Also, creating this channel was one of my favorite memories.
That was a good memory. Hey, respect. My favorite memory of the decade. I don't want to take yours, but actually, what changed my life was moving out to LA and starting Vine, YouTube, all that. I mean, I was doing YouTube before that, but when I moved out to LA.
Rest in peace, Vine, dude. Rest in peace, Vine.
RIP, man.
Now we're gonna be TikTok stars. We're quitting YouTube.
We're quitting YouTube. That's it. Okay, that's the end of the video. See
You know why?
Subscribe to TikTok.
You know why? Because baby don't.
Baby don't give a. But yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of memories, but most of the people I met and moving out here and all the supporters that I have that really changed my life. And yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a wild ride, man. I was a washed up Vine star, and now I'm a somewhat semi-popular YouTube creator.
What? Washed up Vine star to reality star winning.
To reality star.
Living at the top of it, going re-broke again, finding himself to the CNC channel, making $20 a week off the CNC channel to being here today.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a wild ride. And okay, can we leave something in 2019? Let me talk about something. It's something we need to leave in 2019. If one more person says, hey, how come you can't afford that? You won the reality house, I'm gonna lose it. Because multiple reasons, alright? I'm gonna break it down for you guys. I'll be completely honest in this video. We're drinking. I'm gonna be full disclosure, open, honest.
You know why? Because baby.
First thing, it's really expensive to live in LA in general, okay?
It's at least $1 for a house.
Second thing, I used to make a lot more money than I do now, and I spend it very bad. I was very not responsible.
Give him one story of how you didn't
I was very irresponsible, not responsible. Very irresponsible with the way I spent my money. And
give them 2 things of what you spent your money on as an example, so that people know.
Just don't be me.
I got 2 stories. I got one.
We're working on it though. Moving forward, 2020 is the year of financial responsibility, and I'm a new man. I'm 22.
Tell them the Vegas and tell them your car.
You want to hear some stories?
This is why you don't spend your money on kids.
So I was making a lot of money when I did this through a deal that I don't want to talk too much about. But let's just say I was making a lot of money. So I was like, oh, this is going to go on a long time. If I keep making this amount of money, I'm chilling. So I bought a brand new Corvette, 2018 or 2019 Corvette. Beautiful car. I bought a Grand Sport. I don't know if you know too much about cars. And then 8 months later, I traded it in for the faster, more expensive one after I lost like a stupid amount of money on the depreciation. And then I bought a brand new one. So just bad decisions were made. It's a beautiful car and I love it. But what they don't tell you when you buy it is the brake pads cost $1,200 for the front ones, or no, $850 for the front and $1,200 for the back to replace. The tires are $600 a piece. I get 11 miles per gallon, and you feel cool driving it until you look at your bank account. You're like, I'm an idiot. So if you're young and you make a lot of money,
spend it wisely.
Spend it wisely. Don't be like me. But 2020, we're gonna be more responsible with my money.
We want to hear the Vegas story.
And the Vegas story, just the Vegas story. Yeah, let's just say when you get a lot of money really young, this is why they need to teach finance in school.
Yeah,
they need to teach finance in school. I'm a big believer in that, and I'm trying to get better habits and learn how to spend my money a lot better.
If I was president, we would be focusing less on the history of America or more on the future.
But think about it, I was
not half bad.
But to paint the picture, I blew up on Vine when I was 16, 17, and I was making I don't want to say an exact amount, but more money than most adults, a lot more than most people's parents would make. And I had no idea what to do with it, so I was spending on the dumbest stuff. just like ridiculous stuff because I didn't have a family to support either. So I'm just over here spending it all on myself, buying clothes, designer clothes, all this stuff. And then one time we went to Vegas and we rented out like this crazy suite. And it was literally, this isn't me bragging, by the way. This is actually me being like, I'm an idiot. Like, I don't want you guys to think I'm like, oh, I'm so cool, I did this. Like, it's actually the opposite. But we rented out this suite, me and a couple of my homies. It was like $3,000 a night or something, like $1,500 bucks. I don't remember the exact price. But then we were so dumb that we spent we were there for 3 days and we spent $1,500 on room service. We literally got a bunch of platters delivered to the room. We barely even ate any of them. And it was so dumb. So yeah, I'm not telling these stories like, oh, I'm so cool, I made all this money. It's more like, hey,
this is how stupid it was.
It's so like, you think you're chilling. Like, I was making it so quick that I wasn't really like thinking about it. And then yeah, if we're continuing on being blowing up young, I was making a lot of money. I was miserable. So, you know, now I'm focused on me. I'm focused on the future. I'm focused on building. Focused on being smart. And
why were you miserable?
Damn, this just turned into, I feel like, an intervention for me. No, but this is stuff we've talked about, but I've actually never openly talked about this.
Yeah, so let them know. 2020 is the year of being transparent with our fans. I just posted a video on my channel exposing how much I make on YouTube. I don't really care. This is me. This is who I am. If you like me or not, this is.
I like being open, man. Yeah. So I think a big part of like I was making Vines at the time, and I was making a lot of content that wasn't me. Like, it was stuff I knew. You know, because I'm a very, like, I analyze stuff and I could see what type of content was working, and I was like, oh, this is what you need to do to blow up. And I'm always like thinking of like the back end and like how stuff works. That's just how I think. And I saw like, oh, this type of content works, so I started making a certain type of content that wasn't me, but it did very well. So I made a lot of money and I was like very successful, and I was like focused on the numbers instead of focused on like just enjoying what I create. And I was making a lot of money. I was gaining at one point I think 20,000 followers a day across everything. I was making like, you know, over 6 figures a year, and I was miserable, literally so unhappy. And then I literally took I don't know, if you've been following me a long time, you know this, but I took kind of like pretty much a break for like 2 years from social media and just focused on like myself as a person versus like focusing on money and growth, because I found like all that money really does not buy you happiness.
Oh, 100%.
It really doesn't. So.
I feel like, I'm not trying to like brag for myself, but I feel like this channel and me like kind of telling you like, hey, we need to be more open, like the podcast, we're talking about stories, and how much like you were like so like closed off and PG, and I was like, this isn't you, like you need to show the world the real you. And I feel like you're a lot happier now recording and filming videos now because you're putting out the real you.
Yeah, I'll say that Corey you're the #1 person, and then also just as well Keen and JC and like kind of our group of friends really helped me get back into filming, because I feel like I was at a place where like I was kind of ready to start filming again, but I just had no idea where to start.
Yeah.
And this channel and just also being in like Keen and JC's videos, the reality house and stuff, really kind of gave me like kind of community to film with, someone to film with on a regular basis, but also just kind of like, you helped me be like, yo, just post whatever, man. I was like, yeah, from here on out, I just want to be like super real with all my social media stuff and like honest, cause like, dude, like, yeah, like I can't be fake, bro. Like, I just can't do it.
You don't want to live a life.
I can't live that lifestyle.
When you live a life where you're always wondering when I'm going to get exposed for like having a drink, or like I'm going to get exposed to doing this, or like partying.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a 22-year-old man. You know, if I'm drinking a White Claw, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, go drink. I don't want to like promote that lifestyle per se, but like,
I feel like
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I drink sometimes. You know,
I feel like a person who swayed me and promoted me to being more real on YouTube and more transparent is David Dobrik.
Yeah,
because he's doing so well, putting his whole life and bits and pieces out there. I mean, he's putting the highlight reel of his week into a video, but still, he's putting so much out there. It's raw. It's like people like actually like it. It's like real, transparent. He's like, this is how much money I make. This is what I do. I give back. If I had the money, if I was making that much money, I would give back. But I feel like he kind of like paved the way of like YouTubers being more real, and I like that so much. I feel like Keen and JC they've been real a lot too on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they've also helped me stay like, you know, come into this being 100% real.
Well, funny enough for me, I don't want them to see this and like get to their head, because but JC's always talking shit and stuff. But I used to watch Keen and JC's videos. Like, they're like some of my favorite YouTubers. So being able to like create content with them was like super cool for me, because I was like, I would watch their videos, and out of like, there's only like probably 5-10 YouTubers I actually watch.
Yeah.
And they were like on that list.
Yeah.
So it was like cool to be able to like create content and like see the creative process and be part of like the big projects they're a part of. So it's cool.
Yeah, they're like I love Keelan and JC, but I like their new content. Like I like the new content they're doing.
Yeah.
Even like before they kind of like they did the basketball stuff like that. But I'm telling you, back like 2 years ago in the Alomar house, like I've been in Keelan's videos with the lip syncing stage, and that was in like high school, and that was honestly pretty cringy.
Hey bro, listen, everybody who's been on the internet for a certain amount of years has some cringy content out there. There's no way around it.
But the Alomar house is where, like, I loved being in videos, but like I hated when they asked me. Like they were like, "Hey, Cord, do you want to be in this video?" And they were such a mini jackass group back in the day that I was like, "What am I gonna have to do for this video?" Why
You're like, I don't want to do this.
Brutally injured. Like I was like, "This is fun when I get to do it to other people."
Or watching it is fun.
But when it's done to me, that shit hurt. Like I remember they did the K&J Olympics.
Yeah, they're doing some crazy shit.
When I did like the ice bath, get shot by paintball guns, dude. I've been shot by paintball guns with Bobby's video. Like the paint stuff is kind of getting left behind now.
You're kind of like I'm over there.
I mean, you don't get as much money on YouTube. You get demonetized, so like they kind of get away from that on YouTube, and it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of nice we can shoot stuff without getting hurt.
But I think that's part of why I was like, as someone watching it, I was like, yo, that's mad. It's really entertaining to watch.
It was like, but the person who set, I feel like the jackass, it was the Janoskins kind of set that up.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are now, but the Janoskins.
Yeah, I used to watch.
We were talking about them the other day, like where all the
dude, you know what's cool
now?
about being a social media creator? Just kind of on topic, but off. Is the amount of I've literally met almost every single creator that I watched and was like, yo, they're so dope. I've either met or became friends with like pretty much every single one.
A lot of them are kind of the same in person too. They amp up their personalities on camera, but a lot of them are mostly the same people.
Yeah, I found that it's dope, but like most of my favorite creators, when I meet them, they're
kind of the same person.
Kind of the same, because I know a lot of creators that are very different off camera as well, and I'm not judging that because I was like that at one point as well. You know, if you were to watch my content, like if you would have known me at 16, 17, and you watched my content, like. It was a very watered down, like I wasn't necessarily being super fake, but it was a very watered down version, PG like version of who I was, you know, because I was just trying to like, you know, get brand deals and like, I don't know, it was just a very different time, but
Can 2020 be the year that brands don't care if you're who you are and doing this crazy stuff? Because like, I mean, all these PG YouTubers are getting paid millions of dollars for brand deals because they're so PG.
But I get it.
They're hurting inside. These people are hurting.
Hey
inside.
man, I get it though. Like it's a business. You know, brands want to associate with a certain type of content. Like I get that. So I'm not expecting the brands to switch up, but there's always gonna be brands that. That's why I switched up what I was doing because it's like, you know, maybe I won't make as much money, but I'm gonna keep my sanity, my mental health, and my sanity. Bro, think of how many YouTubers just lose it and go off the edge. Dude, I can name so many.
My dad gave me a story. It was in New York, and it was that so many YouTubers are so stressed out and posting that they're losing themselves and their mental health. And I was always like, I take a bunch of breaks every now and then. Like I took 3 months off my channel because like I really wasn't feeling it, and I was like, most of my money doesn't come from YouTube, so like I still had a source of income. And I'm lucky to have that. Some YouTubers don't have that choice. And they feel so pressured to upload, and because that's their money. And
well,
like,
I was
like, do you want to lose your money or your mental health? You know?
Well, I was blessed too, so I was able to take that break because I was making money through other sources of income. You know, so it was like I was able to take that break because, dude, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have like that other income coming in. Because I would have been like, I wouldn't have been able to take the break I did.
Yeah.
Because I literally like, I didn't completely disappear from social media, but I was pretty much like not posting maybe an Instagram photo or two a month and like tweeting like once or twice a week, like pretty much.
You're like the most active person on Twitter.
Yeah, like pretty much like not doing anything for like 2-3 years. Yeah, and like I needed that, bro. Like I got to a really like I haven't really talked about this, and I don't want to get too deep, but I got to a really bad mental state, man. Like I was in a really bad place for a while, and like, dude, if you know me even a year and a half ago, it's crazy. But I don't want to get too deep into it. But yeah, things are looking up for 2020. Just hey man, I want to say focus on your mental health. Money, fame, all that shit, all that stuff is cool, but it does not make you happy. I promise you that. Focus on you. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. I don't want to be too preachy, but yeah, it really
I feel like people like money doesn't have to. I feel like money relieves stress, and it can, like not making a lot of money, but for me, having money to like pay for everything And then if I can go on trips with people for experiences, you know, if I can afford that, you know, go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's obviously something we want to do in 2020 for the CNC channels, go to Hawaii together. Because it's just like such a...
Bro, I love how this is our deepest video. We're just over here cracking clouds, getting deep.
Yeah, I
cheers
mean,
to that.
cheers to that.
We're over here. This is our deepest. All our other videos are just us like talking
Being
shit,
stupid.
being stupid. Our deepest video, yeah, we're just cracking clouds. Christmas, baby.
This is basically this is what our podcast is like. This is like a sneak peek of what our podcast is gonna be like in 2020. I know we say this and like we never upload, but what we're gonna do in 2020 is we're gonna go to audio only until we get a new place and we get a new setup. We didn't like the podcast room that we're in. I think it's very ugly on camera. I looked at Zane and Heath's coffee talk or something like that, unfiltered, and their setup with the couches and mics and stuff like that is just so much happier on camera and pleasant that I want to have that. So we're looking into that spaces. Maybe if we move in together, we get a podcast room. So we're looking at that. 2020 for the podcast, it's just we took a turn on it because we weren't happy with it, and we want to put out stuff that we're happy with. So we'll throw out the videos that we did, so you guys can get that. But
the podcast is cool, man. The podcast we love because like we like doing the dumb shit too. Like when we're trying to bake a cake, we have no like that's just fun. Like don't get me wrong, but the podcast is cool because we can get deeper with it. We can have real conversation. Like it's really cool to actually be able to like talk about deeper topics, stuff that might not for a YouTube video might not necessarily translate.
And less demonetization, so we can talk about wild shit.
Yeah, we can talk about wild shit. Yeah, man, just being real. 2020 is the year of being real. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
2019 was a good year. 2020, hopefully for everybody, is going to be an amazing year.
Crawford and Corey and Crawford, whatever it says in the fucking billboard.
Hey, we're going to be on a billboard soon.
We're going to be on a billboard. We have big plans. Yeah, we might be in something we don't know. Can't talk about it yet, but 2020 is the year.
Yeah, we're working on...
I think 2020 is going to be a good year for CNC.
Yeah, we're working on some other cool projects that hopefully we can't talk too much about because they're not 100% going to happen. We're really pushing to make them happen, but there's a lot of other stuff involved. So I know that's kind of a tease, but once we have like more confirmation, we'll be able to talk to you guys about it. Hopefully it happens, but yeah, we're working on some cool stuff basically. So we're excited.
But, we're going to cut it there.
We cut it, baby.
We can talk forever.
I literally had like 2 sips of cloud.
I know. We can sit here like on the podcast. We
got 23 minutes.
Yeah, on the podcast we can sit there and we've talked for like hours to where they've kicked us out.
No, you gotta get out of here.
We've had so much to talk about, and we still have so much to talk about. But you know, we're not gonna take up too much of your time.
Yeah, let me say this, guys. We really appreciate, the support on the channel has been like amazing. We see all your tweets. We see all your Instagram posts, we see all your comments. I pretty much go through every single one, respond as many as I can. I know Corey tries his best too. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to live the life we do. Like we don't take that for granted. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing Christmas, amazing 2020 as well.
Happy New Year.
We're excited to grow this family. We're excited to do some cool stuff with you guys. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. And
we'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year, baby.
Peace out.
Peace out. Love you guys.